Today is June 27th, 2017. Congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Listen, guys, I got a nice little show for you. Today's show is called Buffett versus Bitcoin. And essentially what we have here is a standoff between Wall Street, traditional, corporate, global, international financial institutions, and the crypto community. This has in turn caused a severe decrease in the market as these institutionalized big clusters of money decide where they want to put their money. Recently, they have put a lot of it inside the crypto community in order to make a profit, in order to look good on earnings. And as a result, they've sold it, and that's basically crushed the market. So just a quick recap. I gave you these two picks about 2 or 3 weeks ago. They are still up a significant amount from when we got in them. On the buy side, we have Ripple, we have Litecoin, and we also have Dash. I keep forgetting to put Dash in there, but Dash is still cash, and it's got a lot of strong fundamentals behind it. On the right side, you just got to get rid of everything else. You know, it's some opportunity to do a little bit of day trading in there. Folding coin is up a little bit. Ant shares is up a little bit. Sometimes Cloak, I know that's gone up and down over the past couple days, you know, but for the most part, everything is bloody red. So when it's blood in the water, you don't want to go swimming. And that's the lesson for tonight. Shout out to the people. You know, we rocking with 5,000 strong. It's pretty cool. You know, I just made this channel a couple weeks ago, really just throwing some videos up with some lines on them and a couple symbols, a little lightning bolt, you know, and now we got 5,000 people all over the world. So that's really amazing. You know, it's kind of inspirational. It helps me stay motivated just to learn these charts inside and out, you know, and truly try to help you guys, you know, liberate yourselves financially. I think that's the main opportunity. And that's why we're able to come together, because everybody's fighting the same battle. You know, I think we're tired of being slaves to a system and, you know, living week to week, check to check, hour to hour, just, you know, struggling to stay alive. So the crypto community definitely opened some doors for us. Shout out to the 5,000 early adopters, you know, leading the way, carrying the torch for the rest of the world. I appreciate y'all, and we gonna keep it moving. Warren Buffett had this quote on Yahoo Finance the other day, and I thought I would share it with you guys. Oh, crap. Wait, never mind. I'm sorry. Wrong quote. That wasn't Warren Buffett. That was Lil Wayne. But I'm pretty sure they got the same mentality, because when it comes to the almighty dollar, both of these two dudes is about that life. You know, they gets down to business. This is actually a real quote that he did say. And this one is from Yahoo News. I get confused. I'm sorry about that. So this one, you know, he said he got $49 billion. Not one is invested in Bitcoin. You know, he said, what do I need Bitcoin for? I'm Warren Buffett, you know? So one thing we have to remember, when you have traditional, established, multinational, institutionalized corporate holdings of financial interest, they are going to be very slow and methodical and almost resistant to any change to that system that they've established over the course of a century to amass an army of money. You know, and no publicly traded company is not included in that statement. So they have a system that they've put together that pays them, and pays them very well, and that's what they like to continue to do. So long story short, Bitcoin has directly combated that traditional process that they've perfected over the course of 2.5 centuries, and many of them aren't partaking in it. However, they have profited from it. None of them have openly come out and said that, but it's evident in watching the charts and watching the market. I think a few articles talked about hedge funds that were, supplementing, quote, supplementing their portfolio with crypto coins just to more or less bolster the stock market. So one of the things, if we take it a step farther, one of the things, I'm not sure how many of you guys, actually look at the systemic causes of, the next financial episode that more than likely we'll have inside of a few years or so. But this is actually a big one. It's coming out of Montreal, and what's happened is China and a lot of the Eastern early Bitcoiners, massive Bitcoiners, are actually taking some of their Bitcoin and buying real assets with it. One of those assets, the most prominent, has been real estate in Montreal. Why are they buying it in Montreal? Because it's not the United States, but it's close enough. And once they, start taking it, it's more or less been a safe haven. It's like a safe haven asset, like almost a new San Francisco for foreign investors to park their Bitcoin in real assets. So this is an article you can look up, on your own. But one of the things that they talk about is that what are they doing to try and solve the housing crisis? Because essentially what you have is these mega millionaires coming in and buying paying 2-3 times the value of a regular house just to have some type of hard asset to park Bitcoin in, right? So now they're subsidizing housing. It's going to cost $1 billion over 35 years. That's nothing. In addition, they're throwing hundreds of millions of dollars right now, today, at this problem. One of the biggest companies that was involved in this dilemma was a Canadian company called Store Capital. So what Warren Buffett went and did, this company was about to fold. They were about to go under. They couldn't, pay for their loans. Loans were getting called. They were essentially it was about to be another another collapse from the inside out. So Buffett went and put up $1.5 billion, or quote, loaned $1.5 billion to this group, put up $300 million cash, blah, 870 million. You see, this is like some serious number. They just kind of throw it in here, but they're talking like some serious money. And what he did was basically bailed out one of the largest Canadian real estate companies just to keep the stock market going. So what does this do to Bitcoin? This basically says Buffett is keeping the dollar going. He's keeping the housing market going. He's keeping the stock market going. So now all these hedge funds, even though you guys were trading Bitcoin and buying Ethereum and making a little bit of profit, you better bring that money back home to daddy, because daddy has spoken. And that's what we have right now in the market, is essentially Warren Buffett has put his foot down and said, I'm putting up $300 million of my own money so we can continue to make money the same way we've been making it for the past 200 years. Y'all quit playing with that cryptocurrency. Y'all come back over here and let's keep making this money. And so now we see today, Tuesday, they're calling it Terrible Tuesday. I think $25 billion disappeared from the cryptocurrency market. So it's really been a downfall. And all this represents is the industrialized money that has exited the market. You have to remember that these companies that are in the market, they're not in it because they believe in Bitcoin. They're not in it because they value privacy. They're not in it because their best friend told them to get in it and they think it's kind of cool. They're in it to make a profit. And so now we have a major almost a collapse in the market to where it's like we're really just trying to respond and trying to figure out what we need to do to stay afloat. And so, again, I say do not panic. Let them leave. That's good. We don't want their money over here. We will recover and hopefully, try to be stronger as a result. How this is starting to come together. So this is a Bitcoin USD on Bitfinex. I just went back to the dollar because everything was acting so slow on the other side. So here we go. If we look at where we're at right now compared to where we've been, first of all, we can tell back here was a very, very, very healthy bull run. We had a correction there, quick correction, rebounded, and now, we've been underwater for quite some time. And if we go back in time, we see that we actually fell on June 12th. We haven't surfaced for more than 2 weeks. So, if any of you guys remember seeing that Ethereum video that I made, that was one of the first things I said was that, being underwater, if you don't bounce right back up, you see when we fell right here, we bounced right back up. It wasn't a problem. But now it's like we have so much weight underwater. A lot of that is starting, to pull us down from the inside out. And when that happens, it's just a matter of time before you start to lose oxygen and sink even further down. And I think, unfortunately, that might be what's happening with Bitcoin. You can see that our green, even though it broke through right here, for the most part, it's, especially as of late, it's been under the red. So, we're pulling lower and lower and lower. And I know that's really disheartening. Trust me, I would love to see this chart going another way. But that's not the case right now. So what we have is a situation to where it's very likely that, just like Ethereum, I'm calling this now for you guys too. I'm going to show you the different levels that we have to catch at. This is one level right here. How am I doing this? Well, in order to understand where we can catch at, I'm going to go back and look. Let's just mark the event right here. We're going to say we went underwater right there, right? So how do we know where we can settle down at? I go back and look over here and say, okay, well, right here, when we fell on that side, that's where we caught it. You see that? So that's an opportunity for us to catch right there. So that's why I put that line there, because when we fell over here, that's where it was right there. And then I'll put like a little circle so you guys can see it, right? And so that's all I'm doing is just marking the area where the green, went negative against the orange and what happened, because that's more than likely what will have the chance of happening right now. And so you can see essentially it's a few areas just built into this chart that will either make us or break us. This spot right here was a major breakdown. Consequently, on our side, it was a major support. That dotted white line, it broke down right there, but we bounced off of it. So the minute we break down past that line, we're going to go down here to the next one. The minute we break down past that one, it's unfortunately getting to be farther and farther down that we might fall. We have one there. We have one there. And then the last big one, and this is kind of what concerns me, is, we can catch there. If we catch there, we'll be okay. But if not, then it's very likely that because we'll have so much negative momentum, we won't catch until we get all the way down there. And that will not be until about $1,200 to $1,400. So you can see firsthand the effect that industrialized money has on the crypto community. They added in, everybody benefits. And trust me, they're not doing it all at once. They're not stupid. So they're taking it back. They're taking it away in waves, and they call it blocks, right? Like blocks of 1,000, blocks of 10,000, whatever it is. That's why Coinbase always goes down whenever the price gets too low or too high, because they got to protect the house's money first. There's a lot of industrialized money inside of Coinbase. So they let it go in blocks and waves. But if it falls, then more than likely that's the next area of support that we have to fall back on. These are just kind of catch basins, that might hold it up just for a little bit, between like 1,800, 2,100, somewhere in there. But for the most part, we have this major support area right here that we're on right now, holding up strong at 21, 2,200, and below that, we're looking down to 1250. So hopefully we don't do that. But like I said, I'm your boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm always working to make you money. You talking to the hardest working man in the crypto business right now. I work for you, and we have a global community. So one thing I want to do, I want to try to end this lively. We got a kaleidoscope of cryptographers. Just if you can, shout out your country real quick. Let people know, where you looking in from. I just like to share, the beauty of how a group of individuals from all over the world can come together and just create, out of nowhere, create wealth, create value. This is one of the posts I thought was pretty funny. I used to watch this movie growing up, back in the day, Sound of Music. So it was pretty cool. It's how you feel when you listen to BK, you got out of ethereum, just dancing in the meadow. So even though the markets are really red right now, it's still possible to make profit out here. The biggest thing, it was a guy that, sold all his crypto and, said he took a huge loss. And then 20 minutes later, the market had come back 10%. So, it's still money to be made. And honestly, it's a lot more money when people are scared, than it is when people are confident. So that's what I'm going to be doing over the next 2-3 weeks while this thing tries to figure out what it wants to do. I'm going to be looking for the places to make you guys the most money. So if you appreciate that, like I said, just, subscribe, like, share. I try to put these videos out every day of the week. I'm meeting with people. I was literally on a couple calls today, one-on-one calls with people on two different sides of the USA, about an hour from each other. One was from Miami, talking about doing a Bitcoin ATM, and the other was a guy out in LA, just involved in an awesome community out there on the West Coast, some movers and some shakers in the crypto game. So it's really amazing, you guys. So, one time real quick, I know we got our people live and direct. I just want to show some love for everybody. So like I said, I see we got Japan up top one time. We got Alberta, Canada. We got Texas, Florida, Bay Area, Cali, Illinois, US of A. So like I said, guys, I just want to try to keep it positive, keep everybody on the same vibe, even when it's, not evident that we will be immediately profitable. We will always be charitable to each other. Take that with you. Stay positive, stay loving, stay supportive. Join us on Facebook if you ain't in the group. I got about 60 people I need to confirm after this video right here. We're always on there having a good time, supporting each other, learning together. This is your boy BK. I appreciate the support you give me. If you appreciate the content I give you, like and subscribe. We'll be back again next time. Signing out, your boy BK. Anywhere in the world you might stay, from Paris, Canada, and Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. Stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.